Hey guys, Nina here, welcoming you to another reading from the Ladies of Horror Picture Prompt Monthly Challenge, hosted by Elaine Pascal on her channel, The Godmother of Horror. If you'd like to read along or read previously published pieces, please visit spreadingthewritersword.com or ladiesofhorror.com. In the meanwhile, enjoy the reading.
Alaina by Naching Kassa. Alaina paused, considered the swirl of color on the brick wall, and took a deep breath. The chill night air smelled of exhaust, dust, and best of all, paint. Red, yellow, and blue smeared and dripped. The colors provided contrast to the gray world which surrounded Alaina, and to the ash-gray makeup she wore. Her country had outlawed color long ago. Only approved shades like black, gray, white, and red could be worn or painted. Red was only allowed with permission, and usually by the authority. Alaina glanced about. The paint had cost her $2,000 on the black market. If she were caught with it, the authority would likely employ red. Elena's protest stood stark on the wall. They had forced her to hide her color. She would force them to face it. A strange howl sounded in the distance. Alaina left the paint cans and hurried away. There were no fingerprints to leave behind. Alaina didn't have any. She hurried along, hooded head down. When the howls drifted into the distance, she slowed. Another painting caught her eye. This was not her work, but it was her face. Her face. In color, without the gray mask. She glanced about, a thrill of fear racing through her. Someone had seen her. Someone knew what she'd done. Only one knew her true face. He had gushed red long ago. Alaina rushed through the streets, keeping to the shadows. The howl sounded again, closer. Could the wolf-born have caught her scent? She'd been so careful. She hurried through the maze of streets. Padded footsteps sounded to the left and then the right. She glanced in the latter direction and glimpsed the slim shadow of the genetically engineered beast at her side. Its eyes glowed. The wolf-born, far worse than the humans who served the authority, had been given carte blanche regarding the color red. They were an abomination, a cross between human and wolf. Alaina broke into a run, and the wolf-born followed. She was a few yards from the door when they caught her. The creature on the left drove her to the ground, and the others surrounded her, 5 in all. Alaina waited for the jaws which tore flesh and crushed bone. Instead, the tinny sound of a paint can hitting pavement filled the air. Trembling, she glanced up at the beast before her. It dipped its fingers in what remained of the color and traced symbols on the concrete. She read her own name as it helped her to her feet. The others bowed before her. Alaina, they intoned, deep and guttural. Only one, the one who'd lifted her, remained standing. She noted a deep scar across his wolf-like face and the eyes she knew too well. "Martin?" she whispered. The wolf-born bent, retrieved the paint can, and passed it to her. "You paint," he said. "We protect."